Take a tour of the Stitcher calibration tool. In this tutorial, we will show you the new tool that Richron developed to help you with the calibration process required for video stitching. It will allow you to calibrate both CUDA Stitcher and Richron Projector. This tutorial will focus on helping you know the tool without going deeper into calibration details. Alright, let's get started. Let's run the tool by typing Stitching Calibrator. As you can see, this opens a window with two options, Panoramic Calibration and 360 Calibration. Panoramic Calibration, as its name suggests, is used to obtain the parameters of panoramic linear stitching, while 360 Calibration is used to obtain the parameters for the 360 projection and the stitching of a 360 video. Let's begin with the Panoramic Calibration. By clicking in this option, you will see the Panoramic Calibration workspace. This workspace is made up of three windows, the camera window, the overlap window, and the homography window. It also includes a menu bar above and a controls panel on the right. So let's explore each one of the options that this workspace has to offer. In the menu bar, you will see two options, File and View. The View menu will allow you to customize the workspace appearance. For instance, with the Dark Mode feature, you'll be able to toggle between a light or dark background. Now, to start calibration, we'll have to focus on the File menu. There you can open your files by clicking on File Open. In the Open dialog box, navigate to your directory with the calibration images. Remember, the calibration requires a specific directory structure to work correctly. For more information on this, please check the documentation links in the video description. Here we will choose the panoramic folder that we prepared for this tutorial. The directory has three folders, indicating that we will calibrate a 3-camera setup. Specifically, we have a horizontal panorama with the center image as the reference in folder 0. Then click Open. This will open the first pair of images in the Cameras window. The Cameras window is the workspace area that shows you the original images to stitch, displaying the image and its name. Also, notice the overlap window is no longer empty. You can see that image 1, the third left PNG, is now in display, but actually there are both images. You can click and drag to discover the image 0 below. So the overlap window allows you to indicate the overlap between images. And finally, the homography window will show you the stitch image when you proceed with the calibration process. Moving forward to the workspace windows, if you need to focus in one of the specific windows, you can adjust the window size by dragging the window borders. You can adjust the layout according to your preference and the calibration needs. Also, in each window, you can zoom in and out using Ctrl plus Scroll. You can move vertically within the window using just the scroll, and move horizontally using Shift and Scroll. In the Overlap and Homography windows, you can click and drag the images. However, notice that the homography image is a single view. You cannot move each transformed image independently. In the right panel, you can see the controls that will help you get through the calibration process. The details of the specific controls will be covered in the panoramic calibration tutorial. For now, click on the next button to continue with the calibration process. You can now see how the third and final image shows in the Cameras window and the Overlaps window. As a final step, you will want to save your calibration parameters. To do so, go up to the menu bar and choose File, Save. This opens up a dialog box. Write the name you want for your configuration file, navigate to the directory you want to save it, and click Save. Alright, let's continue with the 360 calibration. You will need to close and reopen the calibration tool to get back into the main selection menu. Click the 360 calibration option and a new workspace will appear. It looks pretty similar to the panoramic workspace with a menu bar at the top, a control panel at the right, and three windows. Just bear in mind that the windows and controls are different. The windows are a Cameras window that will show you the fisheye images to stitch, a preview window where you can see a preview of the equirectangular projection and the changes when you adjust the parameters, and a stitching window that will show you the Stitch 360 image. Also, you can adjust the sizes, scroll and zoom as we did before. Now, let's open an example so you can have a better idea. The menus are the same as the previous workspace, so let's just click File, Open, and select the example directory for the 360 stitching and click Open. As you can see, the fisheye images are displayed on the camera's window. However, notice that this time all the images appear at once and there is no next button in the control panel. Also, the image of folder 0 is selected automatically, highlighted by this light blue rectangle. You can select any image by clicking on it. Just be careful to click on the image and not the empty space around it, and the highlight should move to the newly selected image. If you click on the empty space, like this, the selection will not change. When you select an image, you will tell the calibration tool that you will be adjusting the parameters of that specific picture. Therefore, what's on the preview window will correspond to the projection of the current selection. By selecting a different image, the preview will change as well. The control panel has new parameters to control the projections. The details on these controls will be addressed in the 360 calibration tutorial. Finally, just as before, once you're satisfied with your configuration, you can save the parameters by going to File and Save. Now that you are familiar with the Stitcher calibration tool, going forward, you will be able to move easily around the tool, adjusting the windows and images to focus on your calibration. Continue learning how to calibrate with this tool by watching our panoramic and 360 calibration tutorials.